Welcome back, friends. Right here in my shop I have this new work table or workbench. So it's really a one-of-a-kind type table. It's something that you'd have to see to really appreciate. So it's patented technology, German parts, Swiss steel, Michigan made. Watch this. Just like that, we're all the way up to 50.5 inches, which is very impressive. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how this works so you can see if this is right for you. Let's go. So this workbench right here is made by the Standing Desk Company. So what I'm going to show you right now is just some of the differences from their regular standing desks that you might see in a home office or some commercial offices. And let's take a look first at the base of it. So this is something new that they're expanding into, the workbenches. So you can get the legs in white or black. And when you get into the workbench, then the legs are symmetrical right here. If you get this as a standing desk, then they are asymmetrical. So if you're wondering about that, I will have a follow-up video that shows the other legs on here. It's a really nice powder coat steel. I've had this in my garage for a little over a week now. It's a little dusty. I've been using this. So the assembly process of this went pretty fast. I would say it's probably about 30 minutes by the time we took everything out of the box and then put this work table on right here. Leo's checking it out. Hey Leo, what do you think about that workbench? If you're looking for an adjustable height workbench or work table, there's a lot of options out there. I'm going to just tell you there's a couple things on this right here that I think really stand above all the others. And the first thing is just the adjustability of this. So, well, actually three things. The range of this is one other thing, so I'll start with that. So the lowest setting or lowest position is right down there, like at 30.5. So if you want to just sit in a regular chair and have a regular desk table, but if you want to stand and go really high, if you want something really close to you, then it goes from that in 2 seconds all the way up here to 50.5 inches, which is amazing. And it is quite solid. So like any workbench, the higher you go, then it tends to be a little more wobbly, I guess you would say. So this one, I think for like a work table, it's nice and solid. And then the other thing that I like, take a look at this. We have this clamp right here. So if you want to do some work on here and clamp down your material, this one, you can use it all the way around. So watch as I'm going all the way around here, all the way around that side, all the way across the back. Now there is one spot right here, right down here. I don't know if you can see it. That's where your hand grip is at for raising and lowering the table. So right there is the only spot where that clamp won't go. So the thing I like about this table right here is how effortless and quick it is to change the height. So let's say you have a workbench like behind me over there. I built a workbench that's very heavy duty that can handle a lot of weight, but the only thing is it's the stationary height. So no matter what type of item I'm working on, I have to either adapt to that, where here I can have the table adapt to me so I'm at a comfortable spot. So I think I can just work longer and more comfortable just quickly being able to change it. But if you get like a motorized version, then you have to bring a cord over and then it's going to take longer to change and it might not be worth the effort having to wait for that time. And then I also have another one over there that's a hand crank one that's even slower. So that is just another reason I usually just leave that the same height. But this right here is just very fast. Up until right now, I just showed you some general features of this workbench right here. So you're probably wondering more specific, how does this work? So this is a cover piece that I've had off the entire time. So if you looked underneath here so far, you may have seen this part right here exposed. The final look, it'll be nice and clean, covered up with this right here. So this is a similar principle to like an office chair. So when you raise it up and go down that pneumatic power, that's what this is right here. So that's pre-charged. And then if you want to make the adjustments for the weight of what you have on here, then right here is where the adjustment's made. So as I mentioned before, this is a butcher block top right here from Home Depot. So the base right here going down, that is what you can get from the Standing Desk Company. So in order to change this right here, so this is rated for a total of 150 pounds between the top right here and what you put on it. So if you want to have it loaded at 150, then you have this right here. It's a 10 millimeter Allen key right here, Allen. So you just put that in there, and then you just turn it. You can just see several times. So the more you turn that, you have these two numbers. So right now it's on 310. There's 311. And there's 40. So it'll go 0 through 9, and then that number will change. So it would take quite a few cranks to be able to accommodate if you're going to have 150 pounds on here. But if you're going to have very little weight on here, then you'll crank it down. So for me, I've kept this probably like around 310 the whole time, and that's just, for me, a really nice overall accommodation with the weight of the tabletop right here and the different things that I've put on it. So I just want to make it clear that this is something that's going to be for you, like your everyday work projects. If you had some really heavy stuff, let's say like a big generator that would take 3 people to lift on here, that's not what this is set up for. This is going to be those everyday projects, doing some woodworking, sanding. You can put a chop saw on top and do some work like that. So I think once you start using this adjustable height workbench, you're going to love it. So I just want to mention this comes standard with stationary feet, but if you want to upgrade and put your own rolling casters on like I did here, these were picked up on Amazon. I can put a link down below so you can see which ones I went with right here. So the more things on my shop that are on wheels is a plus, because I'm always moving things, rolling it out, and this is no exception. This is nice, so I want to bring it outside and do some tool reviews on it. This is going to work perfect. So there's some special features in here, like the counterbalance system, so that way you can have it loaded a little heavier to one side than the other. It'll work just the same. So underneath here, when I raise and lower it, you can see these silver color metal bands right there that are going to move, and those work and are synced together, so that way it's just nice and smooth. There's no unevenness. It just keeps it perfectly level, which is awesome. So I found a adjustable shop stool with the backrest right here that I'm going to install on here. So for the next minute, what I'm going to do is just show you some short clips of me putting this together. So that way you can see if I need to raise something higher to work on it or raise something lower, because I've already assembled quite a bit and working on other parts. So let's grab the parts right here. Let's get started. All right, so now I have a shop stool, and you can just see I can just raise the table to a comfortable height that I want. Can even raise my chair. This is, yeah, pneumatic as well. So what's cool about this desk right here, it doesn't matter if you have weight all to one side, you can still raise it and lower it just the same. For instance, if I put that weight over there, you can just see how easy I can do that. So there isn't any issue with it being out of balance. So there's a couple more things to mention that I think you're going to know about. So the top on here, this is 30 inches wide by 5 foot long. This is the engineered butcher block, but you can get some real butcher block, like at Home Depot, they sell the same size. They have some live edge versions, depending on what you're looking for. You could probably put like your own slab if it's nice and flat. If you're wondering the base on here, the inside dimensions are 34¼ inches, and then the on center would be 37½. And then in the video description down below, I'll provide a link if you want to check any of these out. There are other models. This one is called, the base is called the Cloud. There's some electric ones. There's some that have a center post on them. There's quite a few different options, so I recommend that you check that out. There's a 5-year warranty on them, and I believe that is pretty much everything that you'll need to know. If I left something out, please put a comment down below. Let me know your questions or what you think about this. If you like a desk like this, but you need to have more weight, then the electric is an option that goes up to 250 pounds of the rating. So that's something else that you should know about. So here's my question of the day to you. If you had a workstation or workbench like this that could adjust this easy, do you think you would often leave it at one level, or do you think you would often go up and down depending on what you're working with? Please put your comment down below. So now I've had a chance to use this for a while. I'm definitely impressed with it. It is just amazing how easy and quick it is. The other adjustable workbenches that I've tried before just aren't quite the same as this. When it's that quick and easy, then you're gonna use it. Some of the other ones, it's just not really worth the crank, I guess you could say. So anyways, If you enjoy this video and you want to see another one like this, please subscribe to my channel down below, because I'm going to have another video showing this base right here with a different top, and it's going to be part of my work corner for our home office, so you can just see what it looks like with all that set up and how well it works with all those things going up and down with a printer, 2 monitors, a computer or laptop, and other desk accessories. You'll see what it looks like there. So stay tuned for that, and then I'll just have a playlist from some other tool reviews that I've done here in 2024. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.